Oh, this is the No Face movement, and it's March the 23rd, 2013. And I'm bringing warnings and watches for March the 24th till March the 30th, 2013, because something is heading towards Earth, space wise. And there's warnings and watches for the Bayou Corn, always in effect. Warnings and watches for major earthquakes, regular earthquakes, volcanoes. Alright. But y'all remember this movie, Battle of Los Angeles. I'm about to show you guys something. And I'm just gonna put it out there because on April the 12th, 2013, we got another small body planet coming near Earth. I did it in the video yesterday. But as you can see, I'm gonna do some research on this position. But there's a small body of little asteroids in the Battle LA trailer. Even though it says 2011, but it says March the 11th. I'm at the. It says April 11th, 2013. All right, let's look at it real fast. You see it? Bam. See one more time. All right, and a lot of these movies um get government grants like 2012. I put warnings and watches. They got government grant, and it happened. We entered a central galactic plane, and all the things that we were seeing in 2012 is really occurring. Well, let's get into this report. And one of my subscribers came to me saying that they seen the brightest meteor tonight on the East Coast. Rendabot posted a comment on my warnings and watches for that thing that's heading towards Earth. And so I went and looked it up, and there's been a lot of sites tonight about meteor lights up the sky. And it's not all just from one person, it's from many all over the East Coast, folks. So it's more than one meteor. And the reason for that, before we show you that little thing, is because Pan-STARRS just passed us by. This is, when it's all the way to the top, it's March the 16th. But it's bringing right now, right behind it, when it gets all the way to the top, it's March the 16th. But right behind it and in it, it's bringing a whole bunch of little meteors and a little asteroids might be bringing into Earth's atmosphere. Alright, folks, so we're going to see a lot of asteroids, meteors, days to come. And there's something coming towards Earth. Well, let's get into this article, and then let me show you this mysterious thing once again that's heading towards Earth that will arrive between March the 24th and 30th. It might be a small body planet because it's humongous. Might be a big, humongous comet asteroid. But if it was a comet asteroid, I don't understand why it didn't melt up and why is it coming from the direction of the sun. It could be a UFO or something we can't explain, folks. But let's get into this article. Alright, here we go.
Reported meteor lights up East Coast and social media. Very important.
Look at that picture. And here's the picture. There's one of the meteors there. Let's scroll down.
Wow.
Go back to the article.
The streaking ball of fire Friday night above the East Coast did not, for now at least, signal the end to civilization as we know it, though you might get that sense from social media. The sky lit up along the U.S. eastern seaboard with reports of a thin streak of blue-greenish white from people like Chip Guy, who was driving in eastern Maryland when he and his family spotted it. It didn't last more than 8 or 9 seconds. Then it disappeared, said Guy, a spokesman for Sussex County, Delaware. Frankly, I didn't think too much of it. But his tune changed once he posted something about the presumed meteor on a local social media webpage, which triggered a quick and hearty response. That was just the tip of the online iceberg. Through Friday night, new reports of meteor sightings appeared every few seconds on Twitter, some of them from the metropolises of New York City and Washington. "Oh my God, I saw a real meteor in the Brooklyn sky," wrote one person on Twitter with the handle Curious Sergi. "It's all over the news now. I thought it is some kind of firework." The Federal Aviation Administration fielded calls about a meteor from Virginia to Maine, said agency spokeswoman Arlene Selleck. So what exactly was it? Michael Kucherick, a spokesman for NORAD said his agency heard about the sightings too and can confirm it was not from anything man made, like a plane or falling satellite. It may be a meteor, which NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory defines as light phenomena from a meteoroid, which in itself a comet or asteroid orbiting the sun, that enters the Earth's atmosphere and vaporizes. A meteoroid that gets through the atmosphere and hits the Earth is a meteorite. And then there are asteroids, which JPL describes as a relatively small and active rocky body orbiting the sun, often in what are called asteroid belts. As anyone who has seen a shooting star can attest to, such otherworldly objects do enter the Earth's atmosphere, and some of them do strike the Earth, though they tend to be small when they do and strike unpopulated areas on land or plunge into the world's oceans. There are exceptions, however, like the massive asteroid that many experts believe killed off dinosaurs. More recently, a meteor exploded over the steppes of southwestern Russia on February 15th, a blast that scientists at Canada's University of Western Ontario estimated had the energy of about 30 early nuclear bombs. The related flash and boom shattered glass in buildings and left about 1,000 people hurt, authorities said. There were no confirmed reports Friday night that the greenish streak spotted by so many actually impacted anywhere. Even if it didn't, the mere possibility was enough to send chills down some stargazers' spines. Seriously, after that massive meteor in California a few weeks ago, the one that hit Russia, and now this huge one tonight, wrote a Twitter user by the name of Olivia, referring to the Russia accident and a mass shooting star sighting on the West Coast last night. Little scary.
Like I told you guys, um, Pan Star just passed Earth, so we're gonna see a lot of debris from Pan Star. But that's not the main thing that I'm concerned about. All right. Main thing I'm concerned about is this thing coming towards Earth. You see it right here. I'm gonna link up to it too. This is from Stereo, a NASA satellite, and you can see Pan Star heading by Earth, and behind is a whole bunch of debris. All right. And we also got visitors here. All right. That's out of this world. That is terraforming the Earth. It kind of sounds kind of strange, but it's the truth. But here's that something. I'm not sure. It might be a UFO. Who knows? It is humongous though, because this is how big the Earth is. All right. And look how big this is. This is Venus. This is humongous, folks. It's not a planet, but they're tracking it. As you're gonna see, I'm telling you, go watch this video. You're gonna see a little line through it. This is how they track things with the line and the stereos. But this right here, I'm not sure what it is. It could be a major asteroid, a comet, but it's heading towards Earth. All right, it is heading in our direction. All right, it's moving sideways, folks. All right, I'll put my mouse right here. I bet you that asteroid touched it. All right, and you can see how it's moving up, 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 and it's still gonna move up. It's heading right towards Earth's direction. All right, folks, you gotta watch that one more time. This is amazing. What do you think this is, Mystique?
I don't know. It's moving against the sun. It's moving in our direction. Nothing is deterring it. I don't want to say this. It is unidentified, but I don't think it's a planet. I don't think it's
It's not a
like a
comet
meteor.
because a
Right.
comet would do that. Being
I
that
think it
close to the
might
sun.
possibly be a UFO. I mean, it seems to be propelled. It has a direct line intent. I don't know.
See if
Excuse
we
me.
could get this on a bigger screen so you guys can see it better.
Yeah,
This is amazing.
it actually is.
I mean, I can't believe NASA or no one else reported about this. Alright, this is a video though from March the 9th till the 17th, to the 16th, I mean, in 2012. So when this video stops, it's March the 16th going on the 17th. And it takes it 7 days to get that far. Alright? So 7 days from the 17th, put it at the 25th, 24th. So warnings for tomorrow, Sunday the 24th, till the 30th, because this thing is gonna arrive and it's gonna be amazing when it does. I'm not quite sure what this thing is, folks.
Yeah.
It's not the moving back stars,
Right.
because the
So
back stars is fainted, and
it's
this
just
has a
steady.
line. That means that they're tracking it. They're not telling you that they're tracking. They label these things when you go on the stereo. You know what I'm saying? But they're tracking this thing. Otherwise, it won't have a line. You see it, Mystique? You see that line, right?
Yes, I do. It's very clear,
You
and it's
guys are gonna.
steady. It's just steadily.
So they're tracking this
Right.
thing. Alright, folks. I want everyone out there, be prepared. Have bug out kits in your home and your place of business. Like I said, this is the year of the comet and asteroid. I've been saying this since the year 2010, since we entered the central galactic plane on December the 21st, 2012. That's why we're seeing all these asteroids, near Earth objects, comets coming by. It's because the elliptic plane, the central galactic plane, from all its gravitational force, is sucking in the asteroid. They're saying it's a weak solar maximum year. Yes, it was a weak solar maximum year um, from January to February, because we were on the back side of the sunspots. The sunspots were getting created in the front, getting all the energy getting dragged at it as it came around the sun. Remember, on the other side, it's getting pulled at from the central galactic plane, so all the energy is not getting pulled outward; it's getting pulled back into the sun. So the sunspots grew, and as the sunspots turn around, we've seen bigger solar flares than we ever have on the other side of the sun. And as the Earth, that's why we're seeing solar winds and active regions all of a sudden acting up. It's because now the sunspots and Earth, well, Earth is heading right into the elliptic plane, the central galactic plane. So we're going to see a lot of stuff. Mercury's out of control. It takes Mercury 88 days to go around the sun. It does it now in 40 days. I've been tracking it since February. And it almost made a complete completion. So the next few days it will be either 40, 41, or 42 days. Venus has picked up speed significantly, so its orbits has picked it up after it was on the central galactic plane. Same with Mars, and now Earth is entering it. All right, folks. So I want everyone out there, be prepared. Bug out kits in your home and your place of business. I can't stress that enough. Please rate, subscribe, comment, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Blogspot, and on Astrology and Astronomy and Mystique's channel. Subscribe to them. That's my backup channel. And also, if you guys want to help and donate to help move the movement, so we can bring you up to date and more high technology information and visit places that we're reading about. I want to really go visit, report on these places. I want to figure out mysteries for the whole world to know. This is the No Face movement. Moving to next time facing off. Please be prepared and safe. And this thing's coming towards Earth and will arrive tomorrow through the 30th. All right. This is the No Face movement. Moving to next time facing off.